It's time for us to address the elephant in the room. Quantity versus quality. We're going to get deep on this one, guys. And my name is Desiree, and if you are looking to grow your business with better content and social media marketing, take action now. Hit that subscribe button and the bell below. Now, our good internet friend Gary V is all about making a crap ton of content and putting it everywhere. And it's really intimidating and it's really smart because y'all know who Gary V is, and he's everywhere giving you all of the life advice that you wish you had when you were in your 20s. But you're here because you're like, Desiree, I can't make that much stuff. And if I'm here, how do I know if it's going to be any good? Well, that's where we have to have a serious conversation, because you need to be making a lot of content and you need to be putting in all the places. Why, you might ask? Because, well, you need to build your brand, and brands turn into money. We're going to dive really deep into this because Gary is the man when it comes to quantity and quality. And I want to make sure that you have everything that you need in place to do that. So go grab my spreadsheet that I have for you down in the description, which is going to help you plan out 100 pieces of content a day, just like Gary. And I promise you don't have to create 100 pieces of content. It's going to be so easy. It's going to blow your mind. I promise. And I do this for my own customers so that you can do it too. Now, a lot of people get really hung up on things like every single thing I do and put on the internet and I produce and I market has to have a return on investment. Therefore, it's not worth my time and money. And that is just not right. It's really hard to put a value on brand awareness. It's really hard to put a dollar amount on just being known. There are really specific things that you can measure, like the growth of your email list. And your email list, you can track your sales because of all those clicks. But every move that you make on social media doesn't need to convert a sale. It just needs to accomplish a specific objective. The reason I made this video for you is because you wanted to know what's better, making a lot of content or the quality of that content. And we'll get to that quality question in a second, but we're talking about the quantity right now. The goal of your content isn't always about sales. The goals of your content could be things like views. It could be things like engagement. It could be things like awareness. It could be just broadcasting what you have going on. Like, what do you think TV is all about? It's all about broadcasting and sharing stories and building those relationships. Now, yes, you can argue that they make money off of ads, but in an era of dying cable, really got to find better ways to make that money. What you need to really ask yourself when it comes to every single piece of content that you're making and all of the things that you're putting on the internet is, what is this helping my brand do? Is it vanity metrics for numbers? Is it being able to engage with your customers? It's being able to figure out what your message is and should be. It's figuring out who your target is and how you can talk to them better. It's about making sure that people are consuming your content in the places and in the ways that they want to consume content. I personally love Instagram stories and scrolling Facebook and Facebook groups. I have other friends that don't watch any of my videos because they hate watching videos. They just want to read the blog. I have some people that are all about that Pinterest life. They're like, I want to learn what I want to learn by scrolling Pinterest and searching and finding what I want. You need to be in the places that people want to consume your content, because you could have a perfect customer. Your perfect customer could be 35 and a growing entrepreneur who needs business insurance, and that specific demographic could be wanting to consume your content in video and in blogs and in Facebook posts. One for each. As far as the quantity goes, you really need to be in all of the places. Like, it's inarguable at this point. Let's talk about quality. You need to make sure when you are in all of the places that what you're saying, what you're putting out there, is the best of it that you can be. That's why it's really important to be very clear about your message. You want to make sure that, like, you have really established, your style guide, so all your colors all look the same, that you know exactly who you are, what you're about, that you can define what your business is about, what the purpose of your online presence is about in a simple sentence or two. For me, it is my job to help you grow your business with better social media and content marketing. And I do that with my do-it-for-you services that my agency provides. That's what I do. The first part is why we're here. The second part is how I make money when you're just too overwhelmed with all of the things that you have to do online. That's really it. And you have to ask yourself, okay, if I need to be at all the places and I need to make sure my message is on point, how can I make sure I have that consistency? You want to really make sure that you have that style guide really completed out. That way you can very clearly know who you are, what you're about, who inspires you, and how to find the right inspiration for what you want to talk about. It's going to be the leading thing for everything that you want to say and everything that you want to be online. And when you have a team to support you, whether it's an actual staff or it's a contracting team like my own or somebody else, it's going to be easier for them to capture who you are and make sure that your voice that you have online and the image that you're putting out there is the same. On the subject of what Gary Vee talks about quantity and quality, they are one and the same. You have to be in a lot of places and it has to be good stuff. You don't want to be known on the internet as a person that produces a lot of really shitty stuff. So whatever that may be for your business, you can figure it out. I'm going to help you out. I have a planning worksheet that you can grab down in the description to help you get started with what you need to create and all of the things you need to do to smother the internet with all of your goodness. And I also have an extra bonus for all you Gary V lovers, where you're going to want to grab my 100 pieces a day content planning spreadsheet I have for you down in the description as well, which is going to show you how to do all of the Gary V goodness all the time. I really want to make sure that you are creating the best content you can, that you have a good plan so that you too can be like Gary. So I'll just video here on how to create 100 pieces of content every day just like Gary. And until then, I'll see you soon.